Hello, good morning, my friends and my viewers. Today I read in the Economic Times that the number of these outlets, eating outlets like restaurants, cafes, and even the cloud kitchens and all, they are increasing, and they have shown a drastic increase since I think 2019. And it has been predicted that in the period of 2024 to 2028 again there will be enormous increase in the eateries and the outlets providing food and junk food, processed food and fast food. Okay, so I think that people spreading information about problems related to junk food, fatty liver disease increase, chronic diseases are increasing, many information is flooding the social media, but it actually is not making any difference to the people, because they have this population has been addicted to fast food, junk food and processed food. The food industry, the cafes, the eateries, they have done such a beautiful work that they have given this addiction to the people, that the cravings are so strong that people cannot leave this habit. It's very difficult. This can be seen from this data, that there is increase in the eateries. Outside food is so much lovable for the people without thinking the detrimental effects. Basically what happens is that people think that eating a little, eating sometimes in the weekend, just enjoying with the family, this is also very important. So they just try to calm their mind, and they try to confirm themselves that what they are doing is okay and that is not a problem. So from the point of view of medicine, biochemistry, which I am actually working in this field, I would say that processed food contains lot amount of added sugar, which will be in different names. You can have name like table sugar, which is actually sucrose containing glucose and fructose. You will have high fructose corn syrup, which is again containing high fructose, agave, maple syrup, honey. Okay, then there will be artificial sweetness. So different names will be there, which you won't be able to identify, and the percentage will not be much, so you will think that this is fine. But do you know that regularly eating these processed food and outside food, you are flooding the circulation with high amount of fructose, which is very harmful compared to glucose. Now, one may reason that glucose can be converted to fructose, fructose can be converted to glucose. So how can it be more harmful than glucose when they are interconvertible? Basically, my dear, it is not the case of conversion of glucose to fructose or fructose to glucose. What the problem is that the amount of fructose we are putting in the circulation is actually much more than we are putting glucose in the circulation. So when fructose is overwhelming the glucose, okay, the levels are very high, then fructose does three very, very harmful effects in the body, in the cell. One is it decreases or inhibits the AMP kinase, which is very important enzyme, which actually signals the mitochondria to produce more ATP. And when the food you are eating is not actually producing the ATP, is depressing the work of mitochondria, and it's inhibiting the process of ATP formation, so you are energy depleted. Okay, when you're energy depleted, you feel like eating more. So it is a kind of you can say hunger molecule, which will make you feel to eat more. So you are actually addicted to, you crave for more processed food, more of high fructose food, and that cycle goes on. Second effect is it actually inhibits one enzyme which is important for the beta oxidation of fatty acids. So it is not allowing the burning of fatty acids for energy. So the overall process or overall effect of fructose is it's decreasing the amount of ATP. Energy level is depleted. Okay, then it will not give the signal through leptin that now you are satisfied, you shouldn't be eating more. It is actually suppressing the leptin. So you're eating more. Okay, you're growing more. Thirdly, it inhibits the CPT1, carnitine palmitoyl transferase 1 enzyme, which causes the entry, or it's a shuttle to cause the entry of fatty acids formed in the cytosol into the mitochondria for beta oxidation. Now, when your fatty acid is not entering into the mitochondria, it will not be oxidized. These three effects are from the biochemical, from the cellular point of view. Another effect is, with glucose also, of course, shows that when you're having a high glucose fructose meal, mostly whatever added sugar we are using, it is sucrose, so it is going to release glucose as well as fructose. But when you are, along with the added sugar, you are consuming more of processed food, so you are adding more of fructose, so the net effect is more of the fructose. Okay, now fructose also stimulates the insulin release. Okay, so when it is stimulating the release of insulin, high insulin is there in the circulation, and gradually what happens is this insulin will then result in increasing the fat in the body, in the internal tissues. So it is actually converting the fructose into the fat. So insulin sensitive tissues, the liver will take up more of fructose, convert it into fat, and you will end up with a fatty liver disease, which is going to affect various other organs also. So you're increasing fat in the body, you're growing obese. On the other hand, if you don't stop or don't put a kind of a full stop to this high fructose processed food, then you are going to cause insulin stimulation continuously, and this will result in insulin resistance. Insulin resistance, high insulin, is very harmful. It's the underlying cause of various problems. If you start with, it's problematic to the liver, to the heart, to the brain, to the various other cells. Okay, and it can result in dementia, Alzheimer's, cancer, fatty liver disease, diabetes, metabolic syndrome, insulin resistance, hypertension, so many problems. Okay, then when you're taking processed food, you're harming the gut also, because that processed food is actually damaging the gut lining. It's causing inflammation in the gut. Another thing, it is not providing any healthy fibers to the bacteria residing in the large intestine, so you are actually starving the microbiome in the gut, and that is resulting in low fiber, is resulting in the, you can say, harm to the gut bacteria, infections, inflammation, and all this is connected to the brain. There is a connection between the gut and the brain, which we call as the gut brain axis, and when there is problem in the gut, that is going to affect the brain, and then whatever neurotransmitters due to that effect which are going to be released from the brain is going to affect the overall system of the body. So the underlying issue starts from the gut. Gets damaged by continuous intake of processed food, and that is, damaged, flares up. It's actually flooding the circulation, going to the liver, then causing various problems at the metabolic level. So basically, fructose is the culprit in the processed food, and it's very harmful. Yesterday I had just ordered one small banana walnut cake, because it was like written freshly baked, and I thought it's having banana, so the sugar amount will be very less, because banana is already sweet. If I make a banana cake at home, I'm not going to add any sugar in it. Instead, I will add some dates, or I will try to lessen the amount of sugar. Okay, but it was very high on sugar. It's got quite sweet. And besides fresh banana, it had banana powder, it had egg powder. Okay, no fiber, very less fiber. So I would just say that, why do you write freshly baked? Why do you say it's healthy? You're adding so much of sugar in it. Okay, you're adding processed ingredients in it, that is the powder, the egg powder, the banana powder. It doesn't contain any fiber. So, and the company which actually sells these freshly baked cakes and all, that is a venture of a doctor, a dentist, I would say, the person from a medical field. Now a dentist should know better that if you are feeding sugar, if you are feeding fructose, if you are feeding added sugars to the population, to the public, claiming that it's healthy, it will lead to tooth decay, and tooth decay is also a problem which can affect the various organs also. So I would say that at least people from a medical background, at least people from a scientific background who have learned science, they should be not promoting things just for making money. Okay, I'll put that picture in the along in this video, the comment section, and please do reply or give your views for that. Okay, so please abstain from eating processed food, junk food, high fructose food. Fructose is very, very harmful. Another thing is fructose increases the browning reaction in your body, that is known as Maillard reaction, in which fructose combines with the proteins of the cells and causes glycation of those proteins. They are known as advanced glycation end products, and that is more harmful compared to glucose, because fructose increases this browning process or Maillard reaction 7 times more faster than glucose. So you are producing AGEs or advanced glycation end product 7 times faster than glucose, and this is the main culprit, an underlying cause of various diseases, because that will result in increasing free radical stress in the body, oxidative stress in the body, damage to the mitochondria, inflammatory reactions in the body, even autoimmune diseases can occur, and you are actually lending your body, so helpless and weak that no other replacement then can compensate for the harm you have done to yourself by eating this processed food and outside food continuously. So please, please, please try to cut down gradually on this habit, and then cut down completely. Eat clean, eat healthy, home cooked food. Bye.